My name's DeMarr Zimmerman. I'm here to talk to you about how you can create what is called residual income. I want to explain that and why I got involved in residual income. What is residual income? It's income that reoccurs over and over again after you start something. You don't necessarily have to finish it, but after you start working, it continues. So you'll know if you have residual income if you stop doing something for a while and the money keeps flowing. Most people are used to linear income that comes in, they trade their time for money. Residual income is, there's a lot of different ways to make it, but the most common way for the average person is building your own organization of independent business builders. You get paid and compensated for your own effort and the efforts of your team. So that's what network marketing is, and that's what I've been involved in, and that's what I'm going to talk to you a little bit about. Problem is that a lot of people get involved in this and they don't understand it. They try to convince people, persuade them. They become the uncle or the aunt or the brother or the sister that people want to stay away from because they bug everybody. I haven't done my business that way. My business has been about building and sorting and finding people who are interested, who are like-minded. How do you create 500, 1,000, or even 10,000 a month in residual income? I'm going to talk about how you do that. First of all, you have to have products that are relevant and that people use on a regular basis in order to create that so that money comes in. So you got to have a product or products that people will use all the time. You need to have a network, people that like and trust you. You need people, if you don't have a network, if you don't have any friends, if you don't have anybody that likes and trusts you, you're going to have to create that. You're going to have to build or create tools that create that. But you have to have a network of some sort. Doesn't have to be big, and you don't have to have everybody involved, but you have to have a network of people that you can draw on, that you can talk to. And most people have a network of people. You have to have an easy way for people to try or sample the product so that they can see if they like it and see if it works for them, see if it's something that they want. So I have to have a system where people can make money and it's very simple for them to do. You have to have a system that works at the lowest level of competency. They don't have to be a professional. They don't have to be, they can just, an ordinary person can do it. I call up my mom or my dad or an 8-year-old can do it. So you've got to have a system that people can make money without bugging people, without manipulating people, without doing that. Just a simple way. So you've got to have products, you have to have a network, you have to have an easy way for people to try the product so that they feel safe about what you're offering, and then a system where it's easy for anybody at the lowest level of competency and they don't have to be a salesperson in order for them to do it. I'll tell you, when I first started in this industry, I didn't think I could make much more than $500 a month. I wasn't that good, and I'm still not that good. I'm not a guru. I'm not a cosmic commander. I'm not a water walker. I'm just a person that understands how you make money in this industry and how to teach other people to do it without bugging their friends and family and making them feel uncomfortable. Now, relevant products. Tonight, I'm going to talk about one of our products. We have many products. We have health wellness products. We have fuel products. Talk about this specific product because it's pretty powerful. And the question is, who do you know that drinks coffee? I personally don't drink coffee. I don't like it. I don't like the taste of it. I don't like the smell of it. And it's also belief systems. I just don't drink coffee. But there's over 400 million cups of coffee that are consumed every day just in the United States. We're one of the largest countries that consumes coffee, and it's something that we do. Coffee is the number 2 consumed product in the world. It's millions and millions of people drink this stuff every single day. And I learned a long time ago that if you've got a product that millions of people use and you have got something that is compatible and is good or better than what other people are using, that it's a good idea, a real good idea to market with it. So coffee is the number 2 commodity, consumable commodity in the world today. Number 1 is fuel. And number 3, I do believe that health and wellness is a close third. So you got to have a consumable product. This is it, our coffee. We have a dessert coffee and we have what we call a smart coffee. It's a Malaysian gourmet roasted coffee with reishi mushrooms and maca root. And I'm not going to go over the details of reishi mushroom and maca root, but they're very good for you. It takes the acidity out of the coffee, and it also makes it so it's not so bitter. And there's a lot of other benefits for it. So it's a very healthy coffee. We call our coffee smart coffee because it also helps enrich your brain, your mood. Coffee costs less than $1.50 a cup. If you buy it on a consumption, some of it, if you buy a lot of it, it's a lot less than that. And the average coffee drinker drinks 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day. And most households, they consume about 4 to 6 cups of coffee a day. So we've got a great coffee that's easy for people to get. They're in sachets. It's an instant coffee, but it's a gourmet instant coffee, and it doesn't taste like your Folgers or anything like that. It's very, very rich. So that's the coffee that we have, and we sell a ton of it because a ton of people buy it. How do you find people? How do you do that? Well, each of us have been grown up in the last 20, 25 years with social media, cell phones. They say that the average person has an average now of about 300 people in their network just from their phone and social media. So if you've got 300 people in your network, you can do this if you do it right. And again, we're not talking about bugging people. We're talking about doing some things that make it really simple and easy for you to share this with other people. You can ask people a few simple questions. They're not complicated questions, but they're really simple. I use this all the time. I ask people, do you drink coffee? If they say yes, it says, have you ever taken the smart coffee quiz? So if you'll notice, these questions are not evasive. They're not aggressive. They're not salesy. And so all you have to do is ask the questions. And those that say yes, you introduce them and you send them samples of our coffee. Everybody I can tell you that's on this Zoom today, they know somebody that drinks coffee. So it's not complicated. It's not hard to talk to people and ask that question. Do you drink coffee? Yes or no? If they say yes, have you taken the smart coffee quiz? And if they say no, which they will, then you say, hey, listen, I'm going to send you a link, take the quiz, fill out the information, and I'll send you some free coffee. Here's how you do it. So when you sign up and become a representative of our company, you can get on what we call our Pro Tools. And that gives you video, that gives you all sorts of stuff, but it also gives you the ability to send out samples at a discounted price. So it makes it very easy. You can join this it makes it very inexpensive for $9 a month or $90 a year. You can be part of this back office Pro Tools. Once you become a part of this, get this. This is a sample of mine. This opens up and you start adding some samples available in Canada to ship to Canada and also the United States. You create a link. So let's say that I went to Ken Inkley, for example, and I said, hey, Ken, do you drink coffee? And he says, yes. He doesn't, but let's say he said yes. Then what I do is I go to my Pro Tools. I'd go and put his name in there, and then it would create this link. I'd copy it and send it to him, and then I'd make that message to him that said, hey, listen, take the quiz, fill out the information, and I'll send you some free samples. Now, those samples will cost me there's 3 cups of coffee that it will provide, 3 to 6 cups. depending how strong they like their coffee. And then what happens is that costs me $7.50. Now, what's cool about that is it gives me a tracking and a follow-up system. So as soon as they fill out the information, I'm going to get a text that says that they did that with their name and their email and their phone number. Then I'm also going to get a text when it gets shipped so that I can follow up with them and tell them that. I'm also going to get a text when it's delivered so I can follow up with them. That has all their information at the tip of my fingertips so I can follow up. So it's got a built-in follow-up system that you can that makes it really easy for people to follow up. I'm also with that. It comes a card with it, and it has all of my code. It's got a QR code in there, and so when they look at that, I get a text when they've looked at that. So it's really easy to follow up with people. You don't have to be a salesperson. And if you send them this quiz, the quiz is really simple. It asks them how they drink their coffee, how they like their coffee. One of the questions in there is does your coffee, the company you use, whatever company they like, it asks what's their favorite coffee, and whatever they use, it asks them if they pay them to drink coffee, because that's what we do. And we also have some videos that you can send them. But this system is real easy to use, and you won't find it anywhere else. You can learn how to make the extra $500 or $1,000 or $100,000 a year if you want to by using this simple system. Now, there are a bunch of ways we get paid. So I'm not going to talk about all that stuff because that gets really, really complicated. What I'm going to talk about is one reward, and that's the champion reward. If you just focus on this, it will unlock all the other rewards. But this is the easiest and simplest way to make $500 a month in residual income. Most companies, in order for you to make 500 or more a month in residual income, you have to have hundreds of people that are like-minded like you, that want to do it just to break even. To make $500 a month, the average company, you have to have about 100 people in. With our company, you only need 12. And when they're strategically placed in your organization, which I'm going to help you do, it's so simple that, like I said, an 8-year-old can do it. So how does it work? All you have to do to get the $500 a month is you have to have at least $150 worth of volume every month that you personally use. You need to find 3 people. And I put 175, and I'm going to explain that in a minute. But all you need to do is find 3 people that are like you. Now, I can tell you, everybody on this call knows 3 people that are looking for other alternative ways to make money and want to make an extra $500 a month. Look at Uber. There's people that are driving Uber all over the place just to make an extra $500 a month. In fact, their platform is designed for people to make that part-time income. So there's tons of people. In fact, a friend of mine who passed away recently said, and I believe this 100%, the number one financial commodity in the world today is supplemental income. People are looking for it. The economy and everything that's gone haywire, that's gone to heck in a handbasket, it's because of people have lost their jobs, or their income's gone down because of the economy, or the prices are so high that people are looking for extra income. My daughter-in-law went back to work because of the cost of groceries just with her family. And it was because of the economy and inflation. You'll just find 3 people with what I'm going to show you to do, and they find 3 people, that's going to create an extra $450, and then all the other bonus, you're going to make over $500 a month. Really simple, not complicated. You don't have to be a superstar. So you got to help 3 people do the same thing and help them find 3. And if you do that, you're going to set in motion at least $500 a month in residual income that will come in as long as those people use the product. And the people who use our product, they like it and they continue to order it. I've sampled this product over long distance, and I've also sampled this product when I ask them if they drink coffee, and I'll give it to them and I'll get their information. And I haven't found anybody that has, well, that's not true. I found one person in the last year that hasn't really liked it. Everybody else loves it and they enjoy it and they don't mind buying it. So if you'll get on a $99 subscription or buy somebody's subscription, that'll create 70 CV, and you have to have 105 CV in order for you to get the qualifications on that 3x3 or that silver package. And so we also have the dessert coffee. I have several people who love it. It's got the cream and sugar already in it, but 80% of the world drinks their coffee black. Don't ask me why, but they do. That's kind of, so either or of these. Okay, so the next thing you want to do, so if you'll buy the product, we have other products you can buy too, but if you buy the product and then a $99 worth of subscription product, then if you go into your Pro Tools and you purchase the coffee, purchase them right there, go and you click on that purchase, what happens, this pops up and you just start adding your samples. But if you just put in $90, that will give you 12 samples, and those 12 samples give you 40 CV. So 40 CV and 70 CV is, you have to have 105 CV. Don't ask me why they do it that way, but they do. With $190, you can start a business and send out samples. And again, what do you say in order to make that work? It's really simple. You ask questions. So this is how the model works. What do? You subscribe to $99 and then $90 worth of samples every month until you get your business going, and you help 3 people do the same thing, and you help them find their 3, and that will create $500 a month. Now, you want to make more? It's really simple. You start teaching people and you duplicate this, and you're going to make a 10% override on the 2-team binary plan. You're going to make 10 to 20% on the lesser leg. And so if you have 10 people on the right, 10 people on the left that have gotten, and that's not very many people. I know you all know 20 people that are looking for extra income. And if you don't know them, the people that you know them, and the people that they know them. I've made a living doing this and doing it this way really simply. And I'm going to show you how to do it so it's really easy. 10 to 20%, and that if you just get 10 people to do that on each side of your 2-team pay group, then that's $2,500 to $3,000 a month. Now, let me tell you something. I've been in this for a long time, and having that, just 20 people that do this, and you make that kind of money a month, that's a game changer for a lot of people. And it isn't that hard to do. It's really not hard to do. Steps to build your residual income is really simple. Ask the questions to everybody in your network. If you've got 300 or more, but let's say I have just 300. Even if I'm at the lowest level of competency and I get 10% of those, then that's 30 people that will join me. But what if I only got 1%? That's 3 people that are like-minded like me. So I ask the questions. What do I do next? I have them take the quiz. I send them out and sample and ask them if they want to get paid for drinking coffee. And then the third thing I do is those that say yes, I have them watch this video or one like this so that they can see how simple and easy it is. So what do? You sign up to use our products. And if you don't drink coffee, there's other products that you can use. You can see in there when whoever invited here, you can see the other products we have. They're very user-friendly, but it's really simple. You join, you get on a subscription, you buy some samples, you ask people questions that are really easy, that aren't aggressive. Once someone takes the smart coffee quiz, you ask them if they would like to make money drinking coffee, and if they can ask the same questions to the people that they know, you're going to find some people that want to do it. It's just not hard to do. And that those that say yes, have them watch this video. It's going to be available for you, and you can have them watch this video and see if they're interested. And you'll sift through, you'll sort through, and you'll find those people that want to do the business. 4 simple steps: subscribe and buy, sample, ask questions, sample the product, and those that join you, help them do the same. That's how simple this business is. I've made millions of dollars teaching people how to do this. I've helped people collectively make millions of dollars. Thousands and thousands of people, help them create a little extra income so that they can support their families better, so that they can go on vacation. That's what this is all about. So what I want you to do is I want you to get with the person who told you about this and get your questions answered.